Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, good
Evening,
evening.
evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
So we are
Evening.
back. We are back with another live chat with Carnival Slayers, and we got a great panel today. We have a great panel today. Oh, let me just adjust myself. We got a good panel today. We're talking girl power event. We are talking ladies, artists, DJs doing their thing. We are talking the soca industry. Let's get the welcomes. Let's get the welcomes on. Okay, I'll start with myself. I am a DJ and promoter. I am Hyperspice, and I'm going to be your host for today. We will come to the artist last, so we just do a quick round. I'll start with Miss Pon the Road at the top there. Oh, you're still on mute, girl.
Sorry, guys, let's just start that again. Hi, I'm Marsha, also known as Pon the Road UK. I'm a blogger, carnival enthusiast, soca junkie, and all-round good vibes lady. Here to talk to things and also branch into hosting and presenting. So this is why I'm here tonight.
Nice. And let's go to the other half, Miss Reefa Moore.
Hi everybody, my name is Ruth Amore, so I am a host and journalist, so that's both written content and videos. I'm a sometimer on TikTok when I feel like being dibby, and I am one half of Bim Bam, so I'm the Bim, and Marsha Pon the Road UK is the Bam, and we are extremely excited to be hosting the Woman Crush Wednesday Girl Power event on the 24th, so yeah, super excited, and that's me.
Nice. Yeah, nice. We are going to come on to that. Mr. C.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Mr. C. I'm a DJ, part owner, I would say, of Rebellion Mass. Also a promoter, and also I'm the CEO of radio station called I Love Caribbean. And that's me.
Nice.
Nice to meet you.
Martin J.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Martin J. Radio DJ, club DJ, promoter, and general Caribbean music specialist.
I always feel like I miss out stuff when I introduce myself, but it's all good. Mitch, let's go.
Hey everybody, Mitch, Ryan. As Colin said, part owner of Rebellion Mass. Look out for us next year. I also help out with I Like Caribbean radio station, formerly of Candy Mass. But as I said, we're launching a new band next year. Well, it is about me, really.
Nice. Jadel.
Hi.
Sorry, wait. One sec. We're gonna come to you. Miss Candypop.
Hey everyone, I'm DJ Candypop, a new upcoming DJ, mainly soca, which I grew up on, loving, always will love, and just want to push the soca worldwide.
We like that. Yes. So yes, Jadel, Miss Hot Pink hair.
I am Jadel, artist, Trinidad based, soca and other genres too, but professional wise, soca. Soca to the world. I'm based in both Trinidad and York, and I've quite a successful year this year. Been touring every weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all. Also, I'm a Soca Monarch breakout artist and a 2018 Soca Monarch finalist. So far, yeah.
Nice. We like that. And Ray, Jadel, if you just want to put yourself on mute for a sec as well. Ray, how you doing?
Yes,
I'm good. What's up, everybody? My name is Rae. I am an international soca artist. I'm based in the States, aka the sweetheart of soca, and I am very excited to touch London in what we at now, less than 2 weeks, for the first time ever.
So
Oh
I'm
my
very, very
goodness.
excited. Yes, yes.
That's nice. Nice. Well, this is exciting times, definitely. Definitely. So before we get into everyone, I thought we'd have a quick little fun session. I got some questions, some fire questions, either or, and I'm just gonna shout out some and then I'll give it to whoever, Ruth or Jadel or Mr. C. So just to get to know, you know. So the first one, which I'm gonna give to first one is ketchup or mayo, Mitch.
Ketchup all day, but
Standard.
about the mayo life, but yeah, ketchup.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Next one, callaloo or spinach, Ray.
All right, callaloo.
Cool. All right. Raga, stroke, bashment, soca, or chutney, Ruth.
Oh, come on, 246. It's about that bashment soca, straight up.
Hey.
All right. Okay. Pedicure or manicure, Pon the Road.
Manicure.
Yeah, I'd say so. All right. Reggae or dancehall, Mr. C.
Reggae or dancehall.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So singing or songwriting, Jadel.
Singing, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Singing,
All
of
right.
course. Yes.
That could be that could be a bit of a yeah for some, but cool.
I just write songs and it's be a headache. Every minute, especially as a mom, every minute you have to get a time to sneak in to write. And this singing easier, especially if you be presented. But that's when you just have to do the easy work and sing it.
Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my god, now saltfish or mackerel, Candypop.
Have to go with a saltfish. Put your hand in the saltfish.
I mackerel. Don't underestimate mackerel. You know, mackerel's nice, man. I've rediscovered it recently. All right, bus up shot or Dalpery, Ray.
Bus up shot.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so this one is which can you tolerate the least? Yeah, which can you tolerate the least? Dry lips or dry foot, Ruth?
You see, they're both terrible, but I cannot be inviting no alligators into bed to be cropping up my good pedicure. So it's not about that nyak in bed. I'm gonna have to say I cannot tolerate the dry alligator heel back. It's not happening.
The girl moved fast, man. The girl was moving faster back. She wanted to be about bed to rap.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, boy, that was a hard one. I know that was a hard one. All right, next one. Doubles or bake or shark, Mitch?
Why you gonna be that boy? How you gonna be choose between the two of them, boy? Where's that one, boy? Doubles or bacon shark? Wow. Oh God, boy. Nah, I can't choose. Leave it alone.
He put himself on mute. All right, Jadel, doubles or bake or shark?
There's no comparison. Doubles. Hello. Doubles any day, any time, any hour. Yeah, there's no doubles and all doubles. Just plain doubles.
I did see a meme of that recently. It was doubles
Right.
or patty, and it got stopped right there before it even got to
Yeah.
patty.
No doubles and all.
I hear you. All right. Two more. Jada, I'm gonna give this one to you. London or New York?
Well, to be honest, right? I have been dreaming. I don't know why. I've been dreaming and dreaming of going to London. I've only been to London once, and I've enjoyed it so much that I've been getting dreams of going to London. So I have to say London, to be honest, because I've been to New York over and over and over and over, yet I've been dreaming to go to London.
We like
And I'll be a couple like, damn, it was a dream. So I overexcited to go
We like
London. It's so different. I just love the classic castle-like royal ancient looking buildings, and it just feel different in London, you know. So I can't wait. So I love New York, but I'm accustomed to New York. I've been there every year. And I need more of London.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Heels or wedges, Mr. C? You're on mute.
Yeah, heels.
Hey.
I'm a heels man.
What's that with the wedges, man?
Nah. Heels
That's
for me.
not
Heels
comfortable, you know?
Heels does it for me.
All right. And last one. Speedos or swimming shorts, Martin?
Swimming shorts, easy.
What's wrong with the Speedos, man?
But how you could tell me pick one or the other, then I'll pick one and you're telling me what's wrong with the other?
Fair enough.
You sure you know about that budgie smuggler life?
Fair
By the way, doubles is just doubles is a starter. Bacon chuck is a meal.
Oh,
That's what I was
like that. Yeah, I do miss my bacon shark. The first time I went to Trini and someone told me to try shark, I was like, ah! I was like, well scared. And then I tried it and I was like, yeah, this is amazing. So, to be honest, I'm actually gonna say bacon shark before doubles. I love my fish. But all right, cool. So 5 questions done. Let's talk to Rae. How you doing, Rae?
I'm good. I can't complain about nothing, so I'm good.
Good. So this is for Rae and Jadel. What made you want to be an artist, or was there like a certain kind of point that was like, you know what, this is what I want to do?
For me, I've always wanted to sing. I've been singing since I was small. Any chance to join the school choirs, anything like that, Broadway plays, anything that I could be in that had anything to do with singing, I would try to do. For a long time, I was attempting to like get into it professionally, but I just kept getting scared and backing down, and had like auditions for voice and them kind of thing, and then just kind of like had a date and was just like, oh no, there's a reason I can't go, I can't make it, it's too long of a journey, blah 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 blah. And then one day I woke up and literally I couldn't get it off my mind. Like there was nothing that I could do to stop me from thinking like now was the moment, now was the time. And that was 3 years ago, and literally never stopped since that moment.
Okay, nice. No, that's, yeah, we like that. Sometimes singing just takes over.
Yeah.
Even if you can't sing, sometimes it still takes over. And Jadel, same to you.
Yeah, the same small from singing from small, family, you know, being exposed to family, being in the industry, not in soca, but per se being musicians, being around musicians a lot. My mom and grandmother and grandfather, they were all singers, so they always singing. So of course I started singing. I wanted to be like Mariah Carey because I'm more soprano singer. So I love soca, yes, but my dream was to be like Mariah Carey, you know. So the singing, it come from singing in the bathroom to being the lead singer in school, or representing the school, Newton Girls in Trinidad and Tobago for the National School Music Festival, in which I came into the finals with in the soprano category, and I then became the lead singer of my church, which my mom enrolled me in 7 Days Adventist. So I was a 7 Days Adventist, real strict. I was the lead singer there. Used to go all the gospel concerts, and then I started singing like at casinos, christenings, functions, concerts, weddings, birthday parties, anything you name it. But it was more other genre singing. It is like a R&B, pop, reggae, dancehall, and soca. I then started recording soca professionally, and I started seeing and being exposed to the soca industry when I decided to audition to be a casino singer, where I was seeing them making a lot of money in order to pay for my law. I was doing law, studying law, right? So I wanted to sing to pay for my law school, do flight attendants. So then I realized the law and the flight attendants start phasing off when I got called to audition to the band Surface and Traffic, which I became the lead frontline singers for both Surface and Traffic. That's with Sean Winchester and Eddie, Tony Prescott. I didn't dream of being a pure professional soca singer, but it started to happen by default, by being the lead singer, and then they, asked me if you could write, try test yourself out. So they brought out stuff that I didn't even know. I didn't know I could write. Colonel Roberts, which is the renowned songwriter for Marshall Montano, and Patrice Roberts was also my neighbor in Diego Martin. I used to live right next door to Reno Rama, and I started being exposed to the industry and my love for soca, even though it started off with R&B because of, how I could sing. I started struggling with soca because I wasn't able to transform from the nicety singing, the curls and the high notes, whatever, to singing that aggressive, demanding, powerful soca. So it took me a little time, some challenge, and then that was all I know. That was all I eat, sleep, breathe, and live and dream from since then. And I went to do my solo career. Colonel Roberts started teaching me how to write songs, how to play chords, playing keyboards. I also went and do audio engineering to learn how to produce, mix, and master to improve my craft. So it took me a little while where I was learning to write for myself and write for others. I wrote for Marshall Montano, Haunted Feeling, and others. And so far, it's just small strides, but success each year. Small strides, but success each year.
Okay, wow. You had a journey already. You had definitely had.
I'm still ongoing.
I just need to ask you one question. How did you get away from the 7-day Adventist things? Because
my mom, oh my God, she was so strict.
Very strict.
Yeah, my mom, it's real strict. There's no earrings, no jewelry, no makeup, no kind of colored hair. You have to wear like skirts, long skirts. It was too strict. I had curfew if I go to school like 2:30. I have to reach home 3 on the dot, otherwise you're going to get a curtail. My mom was overly strict. I had curfews. I couldn't get to Lime. I couldn't get to go bazaars. I couldn't get to go class parties. I couldn't get to go malls. To talk on the phone to a friend.
Just decide to, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah, it was too extreme. It was too extreme. I couldn't. I felt like if I was in prison and like I was stripped of like my childhood, stripped of stuff that I wanted, things that I liked for myself, and I have to live by this. God coming to the earth now, change your life. Be so strict, and it wasn't something that I was ready for, because my mom, she had a life. She was a model, she was always sexy and flamboyant, and then she just got this calling and just changed drastic, and I have to be roped in inside. It wasn't my decision. So I find it was unfair for me to be exposed to a particular life. We seen my mom carnival every year, soca music every year, and she just cut off and going straight into 7 days Adventist. It was too much, and you're praying, worshiping morning, noon, and night. I don't mind worshiping, but I mean, don't be so strict with me. So after that, I decided that I have to leave. Too bad. I decided to go by my father, and that's when I decided to I get my freedom to do what I want, have my hair, dress how I want,
Okay.
enjoy
Well,
my pinks.
no, I do. I hear that. I hear that because
Yeah.
my family is also 7 days, so I
Um,
totally understand.
you
And,
understand, good.
I do.
It was
So
really strict.
Ray, was obviously you're very new on the scene. Do you find that it was has it been harder? Or no, should I say so? Obviously, sometimes over here, you know, our parents will tell us, you know, as a black person, you need to work twice as hard or 3 times as hard as your white counterparts because, you know, certain bosses will see you differently and whatnot. Do you think that you've had to work harder than your male counterparts to kind of like get yourself in there or get get your recognition, break down those doors?
I do think just overall on a more general perspective, I do think as a female, yes, we have to work harder. A lot more goes into even something as simple as getting ready for a performance, right? So off the bat, we just naturally have to do a little bit more than everybody else. As me being newer on the scene, I don't think at least I don't personally feel like if my journey is any more harder than another female when they started or how they started or whatever it is. You put in your work, you put out your content, you be consistent, you put out quality, and I feel like eventually that will be what is seen and what is heard. And I do feel like for it to be 3 years, I feel like things have moved a lot. So I don't even study so much the idea of it being harder or more difficult or more pressure. I'm working, like that's really I'm here to enjoy what I'm doing. I'm here to put out what I love, and that's really the tunnel vision that I have. So I don't feel as affected by those other things. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying that I have my goal, I have my ideas, I know what I want, I know what I want, where I want to reach, and that's kind of just how I go about operating with everything that I do in any aspect of life, to be honest, not just in the industry.
And that I feel like that's a good attitude to have. But yeah, I feel like the industry has kind of changed quite a bit over the years. So yeah, definitely. And yourself, Jadel?
With the challenges of to repeat the question as I thought it was for Ree, you was talking about
Yeah, no, just do you think you've had to kind of work extra hard compared to some of your male counterparts to
yeah,
you know get yourself there to a certain point?
definitely. This is a male dominated industry, so females have it tougher than a male. And according to Ray, we don't know what a male may choose, what route he may choose to make it. But I know for a fact that if it's a male dominated industry, I tend to see the males more getting through faster than the females, right? I tend to see teamwork with the males, right? Yeah, hold on now, sorry. I tend to see more teamwork with the males as opposed to females. There's more male DJs, more male promoters. I mean, there's upcoming females now, but the ratio between males and females, the predators and the stunts that they try with females, they won't try it with males, you know. Like certain little things has to get your airplay and whatever. If you are a female artist coming out without a proper representative, without a proper manager, and you are approaching a DJ, immediately they're gonna track, right? Whereas opposed to they make if the male a better blind and a better hearing without any other disturbances, you know. That's just my intake. And also it's more of an expense for a female to come out, to go on shows, to ready booking fees, everything. You have to take in consideration of the expenses. What a female would have to do with hair, nails, makeup, outfit, and whatever, and repeats. A male could get away with, you know, they didn't have hair, they didn't have makeup, they didn't have nails, they could repeat. Nobody not studying that. So females would have to rel a lot of work and effort to take into females, not as well as females by nature very petty, and there's no sort of teamwork and togetherness and helping each other, which we need to see more of. You know,
Can I?
That's go on, Ray.
No, I just wanted to actually tack on to what Jadel is saying, because I know I kept mine very broad, but I agree with 150%, especially with the idea of when you don't have the proper representation. I think that is when you see it the worst. I know that there's probably real kind of crazy talk that's come my way that never made it to me, because my manager gets that first, right? He's that blocker. He's the one that might stop that level of what something may be disrespectful or just out of timing. And that's something very important that she said. So one, I think, yes, men could go into the industry without any representation and they could still be okay. But what I think is the biggest thing holding us back is the unity. Because all of these things could exist, but I find if we actually united, knowing that there's less of us, it's a lot easier, right? Because now we know who's saying what to who, or who doing what to who, and just a level of things that we wouldn't tolerate anymore, that maybe one individual female artist feels like she's alone in it. Maybe she feels like it's only happening to her. Maybe she don't want to speak up about it. Whereas if we banded together and didn't feel like we were against one another, or didn't feel like we had to compete for spots, it would make that a little bit easier for us as well. So I think a big part of changing the dynamic is finding a level of unity between one another.
Definitely.
I think that's very important, to be honest.
Definitely.
I think that's very, and that's something I kind of want to touch on again a bit later. But before, because I know Martin needs to kind of jet off soon, so I want to talk about why we are all here today, which is our event, Girl Power, Carnival Wednesday, the 24th, Carnival Week. I'm excited. I want to know how the event kind of came about, and is this your first time, Ray and Jadel, performing together? Let me kick off with Martin. And
in a nutshell, Ray's manager Daryl and I have been speaking closely since the first time I interviewed Ray, which is April of 2021, and the friendship was built up. And so Daryl had said to me, "We're coming over. I want you to get me some shows." I said, "All right, no problem." So he put together a little promo image to say that Ray will be coming over. At a similar time, Mitch was doing the same thing for Jadel. And then Mitch just threatened me and said, "We've got to do this show." And
I think it's the husky voice. It's the husky voice. The guy that got threatened. That voice is a little deep, you know.
No, but that's how it came about. He said, "Look, you want to do this for Ray, I want to do this for Jadel. Let's put it together and let's do something." And then together with Mr. C and Piper, the four of us, we just said that we're going to do this, and that is what we put into motion a couple of months ago. And the moment that we came up with a name and we came up with a concept, and we looked at who we wanted to put on the bill, which included Candypop, Diligent Lee, who are two up-and-coming DJs, big up Candy. We got Bim Bam, who, from a social media point of view and a broadcasting point of view.
Sorry, one second, Martin. Jadel, can you just put yourself on mute, please? Thank you. Sorry, go on, Martin.
Yeah, from a broadcasting point of view, these two are, on the up. In fact, every female on this bill is on the up in one way or another, and it just fell into place organically. You know, Ryan's spoken about doing this as an annual thing. And the way that this fell into place organically is a good indication that this will probably work on a yearly basis. But for now, the focus being on Jadel and Rae. Both artists I interviewed within maybe a month of each other, so I got to know them at similar times, and I've just really enjoyed the way that the whole unit has come together. You know, I heard Rae talking about unity, and I agree with you. I think in quite a few different instances, we say that if only we got together, we'd be much better. And I think for the female artists in particular, this is not a mountain, you know, this is a set of mountains to climb, you know, to get to the top and to remain at the top. Staying at the top is even harder, you know, and getting there is a big, big struggle. But I'm glad that we're part of this movement to help Rae and help Jadel have a great introduction to the London market.
Yes, that gets me even more excited. What you just said just gets me even more excited. Mr. C, do you
Yes.
want to? Obviously, I'm guessing you're gonna snap them up for interviews on your station.
No,
as soon as
we've
they
done. I
touch
have to
down.
say, with I Love Caribbean, we've done Jeddah already. In the
Okay.
Caribbean, we've interviewed her in the Caribbean, and we've done. She was on our Carnival to Banker series that we done in Trinidad.
But
She was one of
that
our
was
artists.
that,
That
was
was in
it-
February this year.
was
February
that
this
in
year.
London?
No,
Though?
it's in Trinidad. We did that in
Okay.
Trinidad.
There'll
So we did
probably be
that
some different vibes in London.
yeah, so it's different vibes.
What?
So we did a four show series, a venue in Trinidad, at 519 Club in San Fernando, and each week we had at least two different artists. We had Blacks on one day, then we had Jadel as herself. We also had Nissa Perpi, Sean and as well. So we had various DJs. So she's part of the family already. Jadel's part of our family already. Ryan, who's part of I Love Caribbean, he's had a close bond with Jadel, and in respect, so we have looked after her. And as I said, for this show, as Martin J, it just kind of fell in place. So far, the vibes I'm getting off it, it's tremendous. First time I'm working with Martin J, and I'm feeling quite confident that we can build something bigger and beyond. As for the DJs, I think the DJs are up and coming, and I think from the advice that from Martin J and myself, I think the DJs can go far in the soca industry. I got over 30 years being a DJ on a street level sound, street sound. So I think I can give them quite advice on what to do. For Jadel and what's her name, Rae, I think Ryan is doing a wonderful job, especially with Jadel, in protecting her for the European side of it. And I think we can just build it, make it bigger. I think we're going to build it bigger. Even myself, I've been asked to be a manager for a up and coming artist, but on the soul scene, on the R&B scene as well, to be her manager. So I'm on that, so we can just make the whole thing bigger. In I haven't spoken to Martin J, but I think his radio station and my radio station, we could do some things, big things over here for London. So that's another talk I want to have with him after.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
mean, again, it comes back to the unity, not
Yeah.
just
I think
on
in
the
London, I think
and
there's too many individuals.
it's not even just the unity, it's just conversation. It's
Yeah.
just, talking to people, networking,
Yeah.
you know. It doesn't have to be a case of, oh, let's come together. Yes, we'll come together, but if you talk, you're gonna come together naturally.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, Rae, is this your first time you and Jadel like headlining a show together?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if we've been at other events together, but this for sure, without a doubt, will be the first time on the same, like together performing. Has never happened before.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I've got to run.
Okay.
But there is one point that I really want to stress to the people that are watching.
Yes.
Good evening. The 4 guys that came together, like I said to you, myself and Mitch had a conversation, and Mr. C has been involved, as he said, for decades in the street music scene here. And obviously I've been around for over 3 decades on the soca scene. None of us are getting a penny from this. Yeah? And you know, this is not to make Rae and Jadel feel bad, because there's always duty free where you can buy us gifts. But
there's nice stuff in duty free.
Noted.
This is a labor of love for both of us. And if you think of, you know, Mitch as Team Jadel and me as Team Rae, for want of a better arrangement, we just said, let's put these girls on the stage. Yeah? And once we work out where the stage is, let's just build the event. And we started, I hadn't even spoken to Daryl, Rae's manager, yet. I said, let me put it together and then I'm going to message him. You know, and it was at that point when I got the response from him that I said, this is worthwhile doing. So those of you that haven't got your tickets yet, come out to Girl Power on Carnival Wednesday, 24th. Yeah? The DJs, do not underestimate them. Yeah? Candy is an up-and-coming DJ, but she bad. She could stand up in any festival and in any fete anywhere in the world and represent. I'm telling you that. Yeah? So come out and support Girl Power, yeah? I've got to go. There's no fan or air conditioning in this mask camp, and I've got to go.
Blizzard.
So, Rae, Jadel, I'll see you when you get here. To your management, duty free. Love you, Bim Bam.
See you soon.
Candy, I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Mr. C, bless up. Mitch,
Nice meeting you again.
and you, darling.
Nice to see you. Yes.
Hyper, love you, girl.
Yes.
And
And
thank
looking
you for
forward
having me.
tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. All right.
Yes.
Yes. Bye.
See you soon. Can't wait.
All right. So you know what? I'm gonna come to Bim and Bam because they are our hosts for Girl Power, and I think I feel like this is a new kind of collaboration. Let's hear from Connor Rose. I feel like it's a new collaboration. What's it been like working with Ruth, and how are you feeling about hosting Girl Power?
Well, Bim Bam technically actually is a year old. We got together last year after I was working with Martin behind the scenes on the Drive Time Jam. So I remember when he interviewed Jadel, and I remember when he interviewed Rae, because I was in the background scrapping around, making sure everything was coming on the screen at the correct times. He approached me and said, like, you know, would I be interested in having a show of my own? And I was like, yeah, that would be a good idea. And I was like, but I want to do something different. Like, I don't just want to play music. I can play, but I just didn't want to stand there for 2 hours and just mix. I didn't technically want to be a DJ, so to speak. I wanted to find something else. So I came up with the idea of maybe like a show with 2 people, a bit of laughter, a bit of joke, nothing too serious, you know, not talking about Black trauma, just something to lift people, you know, just light entertainment. But I wanted a co-host. And so at that time, Ruth was working also at Bacchanal Radio. She had her own show on a Sunday, but then she left. And then I was just like, what do you mean she's left? So I literally basically just harassed her and said, look, I've got this really good idea. You got to come back, blah, 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 blah. I want to do this thing, and I can't think of anyone else better to work with than you. Like, I just think our energies would match and we would get on. And basically, now she's my sister. I can't live without her. She's inseparable. She finishes my sentences. She just and vice versa. And two Dibby and Dotish ladies on Bacchanal Radio.
Dibby and Dotish. I ain't heard Dotish in a while. My Trini friends used to say that. I ain't heard that in a while. So Ruth, who came up with the Bim Bam, and what's it like working upon the road, and what can we expect from you guys at Girl Power?
Yeah, so in terms of Bim Bam, I don't know how it came about, but we were just spitballing ideas and things that were catchy, and we wanted a name that kind of you could translate for yourself. So just like a random word.
It's not Bim and Bam, it's just Bim Bam.
What is Bim Bam? Like pop,
Bim,
pop.
bam,
it's
bim.
like just energy. Yeah, and then, but obviously because I have Bayesian heritage, I kind of became the Bim, and because she's out and bad, she kind of became the Bam. So we kind of like be Bim and Bam. But as Marsha said, we've been a sort of a duo for about a year. But she is like my sister now. I know everyone's like, oh, that's super soppy. But she's like my sister now. She's always in my house for one. So yeah, she is like my sister now. She will not leave. But we get on so well. And, you know, when I'm crazy and doing weird things at soca fests on boat parties, she's the one that will reel me in and make sure I behave and don't, you know, do too much, you know, get a bit carried away with the rum. And similarly, when she's doing too much.
You guys definitely got that like sister love going on, you know. You're looking out for each other, but you're having fun at the same time.
She's the wild one.
I'm like wild, but I was a church girl, so I'm wild when you're not looking, like unexpected.
Were you also 7-day Adventist?
I'm Pentecostal, so
okay. I don't know that.
As in, yeah, strict, very, very strict as well. So okay. I let loose, and I get on real bad now to make up for all that lost time that I didn't get to do anything. But yeah, we're super excited for the 24th. I think in terms of what to expect, Martin's given us the Dibby and Dotish kind of, I don't know, name as well now. And that's how we are. We don't want to take ourselves too seriously. We're all about the fun. We are two women that are trying to trailblaze in terms of hosting in the Caribbean sector. I used to do some writing for the Barbados Nation newspaper, but now I have turned my gaze to do stuff on the radio. So make sure you tune into our shows on Bacchanal Radio. A bit of a shameless plug, but please make sure you listen to our shows. But we're excited to bring vibes and entertainment, keep it light. And I think if you are coming and you do want to come, please buy your tickets. I think 3 reasons to come to the show is, you know, 1, if you are a lady and you want to be a part of female empowerment, that's a good reason to come. Number 2, if you're a man that wants to support the cause, you don't have to be a woman to come. You can also come and support what we're doing. And then 3, if you just like good vibes and soca, good food and good entertainment, which I think everybody does, then you should also come. So I think that's pretty much everybody. So run to Eventbrite, buy your tickets, don't stick, etc., etc. You can tell I do marketing for a living.
That's why I love her, because she gets everything in there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Everything in there. But you know what? This is why we're here, because you know, as much as people put on events and stuff, and sometimes, you know, it's a kind of newish event. Certain people, they don't know, they may not know the DJs, or maybe they might know the DJs, but they're like, oh, who are the promoters? You know, this is a new event. You know, we don't know what the promoters are like. How do we know that the event's going to be good? So, you know, these are the kind of things that I think need to be done more often. And I'm going to come to you, Mitch, because I want to, like, events like this, do you feel like there's room for more of these type of events? You know,
we laughing for. I even started talking.
It's not you, it's Digger, you know Digger from Back in Our Radio in the comments.
Okay.
I'm just reading the comments, and he's like, what's it, Ruth and Marsha, boxy for the bam or something down below. So that's what I'm laughing about.
Wow. Okay.
Digger, my brother, don't distract me.
But I mean,
yeah.
On the question, 100% there's room for these kind of events.
What I mean by these kind of events is not to just like events with more female artists and more.
100%. And I mean,
a whole kind of female cast, because sometimes you may get a female artist, you may not get female DJs, or vice versa. I feel like this event is one of a kind in
100%, and
possibly
it's even more one of a kind in the fact that, like as Martin said, we as the sponsors, myself, Martin, and Mr. C, we're not taking a penny from this. We're doing this for the ladies. As we said, we put it together, and we said, you know, we don't think that female artists get enough forward here in the UK, especially. Now, the amount of times I've seen, I don't want to call nobody's name and get cussed, but I've seen a whole heap of male artists here every single year. They're all here, every single one of them. And you see one or two female artists, but not all of them, and especially not the up and coming artists or the new hot artists. They don't really come up. So I mean, Jadel, she was literally just coming up to play mass. She was coming up to enjoy herself, enjoy the carnival, and we was talking, and she wanted to do some stuff while she was here. So it was a case of, well, why not do an event? She said, well, yeah, we could. And that's when I got talking to Julian as well, her manager. And it's not about us like taking nothing from this. It's literally, I'm getting absolutely zero from this. I'm doing it because instead of booking an artist to come here, why can't an artist come here and put on their own event? You know? Cut out me, cut out the middleman, get rid of me, and let the artist take the money.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we don't have, like, compared to the Caribbean, our soca scene is on a minimal scale compared to certain islands in the Caribbean. However, when it comes to soca in general, it's 365 days a year. We don't stop after carnival. So when it comes to carnival, there is a lot of events on. So why is there not space? I mean, yes, of course, there should be space for loads of events that have.
Yeah, of course. And like, as you say, even when it comes to DJs, people will book the international male DJs to come to the UK. They won't book the international female DJ, you know. And that's why we thought we'd create a space where the females can just do their thing, you know what I'm saying, and not have to worry about fighting for that space with the male counterpart, you know. So yeah, that's what it's all about. I'm just glad to be a part of it, you know.
So Rae, do you think I know you're quite new, but do you think, like, obviously you've been seeing stuff for a while, do you think there's been like a kind of change in the industry that people are like, you know what, I know the females are doing their thing? Because I personally feel like the last few years the females have been doing their thing, whether it's artists, presenters, DJs. I feel like we've been doing our thing quite a lot, quite consistent, and I think that's kind of key. Do you think that's been a kind of like a bit of a mark in like a shift in the industry? Because I feel like there's more shows with more female artists, or even like, or just more female DJs in general as well.
For me personally, I feel like I've definitely seen it on the DJ side of things. I've been seeing a lot more female DJs in the States, like back to back to back to back on flyers, back to back to back to back on bookings. And I love it. Like, I absolutely love to see it. As far as the female performers, I, for the most part, feel like it's still very consistent in terms of who you will see get booked. but again, it's also that there's few and far between in the first place. So it's kind of like, how can you really expect, too much of a difference? I have occasionally seen where it's like seasoned artist and an up and coming artist, or two seasoned artists and an up and coming artist and stuff like that. But I don't see that often. Happy whenever I do see it, but for the most part, I will usually see it where there's one female on the cast of multiple males. That's typically what I find is the norm. You get that one female in between the group of the males, or sometimes you get two females in between the group of the males. But again, I've definitely seen it on the DJ side of things. From the artist perspective, I feel like I do still more or less see it's like a repetition of who you do see showing up. And I think that could probably be what helps in it changing, right? Because you have so few seasoned artists, because there's just so few female artists in general, that maybe that's what it has to be. Because I could understand from the financial perspective, right? Maybe you can't book all the female seasoned artists at once because maybe it's just not making sense financially. So maybe it could be something where it's done like, okay, more shows of a season than an up and coming, or, just different things like that. But that's just from my perspective that I've seen so far.
Yeah, no, I mean, that, if you're kind of gonna do the comparison, there is still, the percentage is so high of male
artists, exactly,
compared to female. So in that respect, yeah, you can kind of see why they might be just a few. But
there's already not that many to begin with. Yeah.
No, it's true. And I feel like consistency is key. So, there may be some new artists that are coming out, and they just need to be consistent, because when people see you all the time, they know what, they're like, okay, who's this?
In the face now, right? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like definitely consistency is key. Yeah. So Mr. C.
Yes.
How are you feeling? Are you obviously you're kind of a bit of an all-rounder with regards to music wise. Do you feel like, have you seen a bit of a shift?
Yeah, I've definitely seen a big shift across of a lot of gender of music. Yeah, from the street sounds to the soca, even the house and garage to the scene. Now you're getting a lot of lady DJs appearing, and you're getting a lot of appearing and playing, and some of the sounds are incorporating ladies DJs on in their sound to play music. And I'll be honest, it's kind of hard to get around, but it's getting around now. Everyone's concept is, yeah, you have to come different, you have to come bring something different than bring this normal guys in a way. So like yourself, you've been around for long, Spice. You've been around been from time. So you've seen it, you must have seen, you was one of the pioneers.
Yeah,
back in the day. You're being a pioneer from since Supreme. When you was on Supreme and all them times. And even as me and you was on the same radio station with Slam Radio.
Yes.
Yeah, so you've seen it, we've seen it, and I've seen it. Like ladies are coming through now, and as I said, they're getting better than the men. But it's a platform. Even for the soca scene in the UK, I think this is the first one that has ever been done. Yeah, that is a lady team. It's a girl power, and it's related to the title in the sense of artists promote. You got hosts as ladies, you got DJs as ladies, yeah, and that's it. And as I said, Ryan said, we are the guys in the background, but we're not making our money out of this. We're not making our money after the size. We're not making our percent at this, and we just do it because the idea. I have to give Ryan the props because he came with the idea, come to me, and I was like, yeah, go for it. And then say Martin J kind of contact Ryan, get the two artists together.
I'm excited about Girl Power. I think that it's going to be a great event, and I think that forget about the day that is Wednesday, but it is woman. Yeah, exactly. Woman Crush Wednesday. To be honest, for time, I didn't even know what that meant. I was like, what the hell? All these hashtags, all these letters. What is this? And then I was like, oh, and then I knew I saw Woman Crush Wednesday, and then I forgot again. I was like, oh mate. So it took me a while to get used to, but I'm excited. I'm
And
excited.
I feel we're good for the soca scene as well, for the UK soca scene, for the ladies out there who love the soca music. And then to me, they're the pioneers for soca because they embrace it to that level how it is now.
Yeah,
And as I said, so all the ladies out there, come support. This is for you. And even the guys out there who might say whatever, but come support, because it's all about soca music. In the end of the day, regardless of race, creed, whatever, it's all about soca music.
and the thing is, I feel like Carnival Week is probably like the one week that you could put an event on any day,
Yeah.
and it still be banging because
Yeah,
everyone's
for
on
sure.
it. Everyone is on it. Everyone's on
For
it.
sure.
So
the problem we had here in the UK before though was that the carnival season was just 2 days. You know, and it's only in recent years it started to grow. And like when we was looking at putting on this event, we was like, well, we don't want to go down in Thursday, Friday, Saturday when those days is already stacked with so many different events. Let's give this event a night by itself where what it's supposed to have, you know, and start the season off a little earlier.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Woman Crush Wednesday, Girl Power is gonna be mad. It's like Colin said, like everybody has said so far. This is the first event of its kind. You know what I'm saying? Like
it really is. So like everyone involved right now is making history, and
of course,
and Rae, obviously you're quite a new artist. You are making history. You're going to be making history in London.
The first female artist to have her own event in London Carnival Week.
Yeah, you guys have no idea how excited I am. Like, even when the news came from my manager, I was like, you was talking to Martin J about this? He's like, no, like he literally just came. I was like, I get very excited. So I'm like super animated. I'm like jumping around and I'm excited. So I'm very composed right now, but you guys have absolutely no idea how excited I am, especially for this to kick off actually being in London. Like I'm very, very excited.
What can we kind of expect from yourselves? I mean, obviously, I'm not saying give away your whole show, but like, give the listeners a little bit of a insight.
Well, for me personally, when I perform, I have to also enjoy myself. So I like to throw things in there that, you know, I could engage the crowd with, for me to dance, for them to dance, some covers as well. You know, it's great to do your own songs, but I think there's nothing wrong at all with throwing in some covers, so they could expect that as well. And the rest kind of, I just go with the flow, you know, see what happens. If more becomes more, then it happens in that moment, but that's the base of it.
Cool.
Can I say so? Can we get a duet on the night as well from the two main artists?
Hey.
I mean, I don't know where Jadel is, but I'm in. I don't. I think she was actually saying she got bumped off and she needed to be let back in. I know, check the chat.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not sure what's happening. I'm trying to get
Jada. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
That's what I like to hear. That's proper sister love, sister girl power love. Yeah.
I'm here. I've never actually had a female collab. I've had male collabs, but I have never had a female collab at all. So I good fit if Jadel good fit.
Yeah, they here first. New music coming soon.
The fact that you say that, I was literally coming to
Don't worry, you'll get the first doublet. You'll get the first doublet.
Yeah. I wasn't coming to that. I was gonna say, like, is there any other artist that you wanna collab with? Like male or female? Yeah.
So I don't really so there's always people that you want to collab with. Me personally, I've in having other collabs before, I think what I've learned from previous collabs is I really like for things to happen organically. It's great to want to have a collab with somebody, but I feel like both parties have to feel it. Both parties have to just come together and express that desire to kind of work together. And if it's forced, you don't get the same result out of the collaboration. So I don't kind of go forward with like, oh, anymore of, oh, I want to work with this person, I want to work with that person. But with that being said, there are some collabs coming. I don't think I'm allowed to say. I don't think I'm allowed to say who they with, but there are some collabs coming for this year. Some in the near future, some in the later parts of, but yeah, there's no one person. I could be the obvious. I could say Cass, I could say Patrice, that's the obvious, but I don't want to be obvious. So it just is what it is. I like things to move organically.
I hear that.
Hyper Spice, just a quick
Yes.
one. Ray,
Yeah.
I know you said that you cannot tell us, but what if you put yourself on mute and mouth the name and there is a guess in the comment?
Do some charades.
And then we can like guess in the comment. You don't have to tell us if we're right or wrong, but you could just,
Just for the fun of it, yeah. But I won't tell you if you're right or wrong.
Okay.
All right. So
And if you could do that with lip.
All right, you ready?
Oh, hey, nah.
I mean, I can lip read, so
I didn't get it. Did you get it, Ruth?
Tell me after, Marsha.
That's why you need me.
Jadel, how you doing?
I'm good. I was back there for a while.
We were just talking. I was saying in the night, would you be up for doing a little something for the people then for both yourself and Ray on the stage?
Of course, I'm up for everything. This is me and your show,
Yeah.
We are
people out there now, you know what's happening on the show. Yeah.
I was waiting quietly, like let me not react yet.
We're getting exclusives right here. Carnival Slayers live chat.
Definitely.
Yes.
I was
like we have some work to do, girl.
I know, right? Definitely. Yes, we should team up. Like we got some surprises, pull some, rabbits or some bag.
So Jadel, obviously we've been chatting. So we're talking about the event and stuff. Do you think that there is room for more events with female artists and DJs, like an all-female cast?
If there's room?
Yeah, do you think there's room? Do you think there needs to be more of it? Do you feel like
of course?
Do you feel like the ladies have been over the last 3 years, breaking down barriers and, putting their basically being more of the forefront than they used to be?
Of course, definitely. To me, let me say Patrice. I find she
frozen.
Oh, you're frozen.
Frozen.
Can you
hear us? I need to find the best spot.
Yeah, by the internet.
If you wanna maybe come back in, go out and come back in, or find a spot if you can hear us.
Can you write in the group and see?
Is it my own?
Yeah.
I feel so.
Okay, you see me now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. So I was saying, I just switched to my data. I was just saying that, females always in the back burner. To me, I find, males are always out front. They get the blight. So it's no we time, let we have a little shine, let we have a little blight, confront a little bit. Put on things so that females, as we were saying, DJs, we've seen a lot of female DJs come in front, which I'm very, very, very proud to see. And things like girl power.
Oh man.
right? When I hear all-female band, I'll be real excited. Yeah, I know what's going on. It's switch back to Wi-Fi now. All right. Yeah. Um, yeah, I am so excited for this event. I'm so glad that it is an all-female cast and an all-female event. You know, Girl Power, the name always ringing a bell like girl power, girls run the world. I mean, we not fighting the males, you know, we not fighting the males, but all it is can fly a lot, you know. So
So
let me tell them something now.
what can we
You know,
like obviously, you know, we don't need to know everything, keep some surprises, but what can we give us a little splice of what we can expect from Jadel on the 24th?
All right, so definitely I bring in my little pink self, my little sex appeal. The bumper is going to be bouncing left, right, and center. I'll be
Hey.
showcasing my vocal ability. I will be showing all my songs, past and present. As Ray said, there's nothing wrong with doing a little cover to spice up the life of the party, because you know it's me and Ray entertaining, so we have to go all bring it all, you know, anything to do with entertainment, anything to make the crowd happy, anything to make whatever the people want, even if they have a request, we doing it, you know. So
Okay.
and well, we'll think of some surprises to pull out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I best
Can I ask a question, because you've been asking a lot of questions, Miss Hyperspice, but what we getting from you on the night?
Hey.
We turn the table on you.
Well, I, like Ray said, I also like to make sure I enjoy myself. So if you see me playing and jamming, hands up in the air, if I disappear down, I might be taking a little low wine, or
You're
I might
ducking.
have
You're ducking.
the girl power cocktail in my hand, because you know I was a feta before I was a DJ, so I've had a lot of years of raving. That can't just get switched off. So it's in me. So I'll enjoy myself as well as DJing. So you're gonna get vibes. You're gonna get vibes. You're gonna get fun, because you know I'm not a serious. I'm not. You know, so there's certain times you see a DJ and they're just serious. There's like no movement, there's no facial expression. And I'm just like, there was one time, I'm not even gonna lie, there was one time I was at a house party and I was playing later on. And this DJ, he like was like no facial expression, no smiles whatsoever, no movement. And then he would like play his song, and then he would stand there, he would stand back because the song's playing, he would stand back with a hand in his pocket. No lie. Hand in his pocket. And he stood
Wow.
there until he was like ready to kind of put the next song in. And he wasn't really mixing. So he'll play the next song and then he just stand back. And I was so amazed. I couldn't
He
believe
was
it.
that guy. He thought he was that guy.
Was like,
you could just get away with that.
why do you want to be a DJ? It's like, it seems painful to you. It seems like you are not enjoying it whatsoever. And you know, I enjoy it. So I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy to play with Jadel and Rae. I'm gonna be happy to just play for the event because it's gonna be great. I can't wait to see Bim Bam doing their thing. Candypop disappeared, but I can't wait to hear Candypop. We've also got Miss RiRi, who she couldn't join the live today, but Miss RiRi plays some banging tunes. As I said,
and diligently
as well.
we've got Diligently. So Diligently is another up and coming DJ who she is so passionate about music. It's crazy. So it's good. It's not good. It's a great lineup. And as Martin said, you know, don't just because you haven't heard of them before Don't underestimate. Just because you haven't heard of a person, I'm one to kind of like, if you like the music or you like what they're doing or whatever, don't just write them off just because you don't know them. Take a listen.
Sure, once it's vibes, isn't it?
Once it's vibes, it's vibes.
And music is music.
I go to a party and sometimes I don't know. I've been to reggaeton events, I've been to banger events. I don't know the songs, but when they come on, I'm feeling it because it's the vibes, it's the music. So, if you're a music lover, if you're a fun person, then that's what girl power is. That's what girl power is. You're gonna enjoy yourself at girl power because you're gonna get stuff that you probably don't expect, and it's gonna be fun. So yeah, we're definitely gonna enjoy ourselves. Definitely. So you know what? We're coming to the end. So before we come to the end, I just kind of logged onto the YouTube, and I need to say a big up to Digger. He has been wait. Digger said Hyper's gonna be on the decks getting dibby at the same time. That might be true because it's carnival, but it doesn't mean that you're not gonna have a good time. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna play a good set. So I'll see you there, Digger, and it's all good. Dibby's still gonna be good. I gotta say a big up to Black Star, locked on the YouTube, Miss MG, locked on, Miss Kiss Me Later. Kiss Me Later is locked on to the YouTube. Okay.
That's my friend.
Okay.
Hi, Fred.
Mr. Gervais is locked on. Is
Management in the building?
Yep. Paul Soka locked on. Yeah, we got a few people locked on. They're enjoying it. They said they're coming down to the event. So yeah, before we go, what Mr. C?
Yes.
When Jadel and Rae come into the studio, what's the drink of choice? What are we drinking? I'm coming as well, by the way. What are we drinking?
My show.
Yeah, I'm coming in. I'm coming in with Rae and Jadel.
Whatever they drink, they will drink. I'll leave that to Ray, Mitch. He can give it. Yeah, he's the drinker.
Mitch, what are we drinking in the studio? What are we drinking?
Me. It's carnival weekend, so I'm drinking punching. I don't know about all you.
Right. Okay. I might bring I like to be a bit different sometimes, So I might bring a little something different. Okay. Not punching. Yeah. So Rae and Jadel, do you have like before your show? Do you get nervous? Like, do you have a little drink before your show, before your performances?
Sometimes I take a little one drink, but no more than one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we all have nerves. Even the biggest artists, I sure have nerves. I just do some research. I just ask them, I just drink water, about 4 bottles of water before I go on stage. Just because I know if you get a little nervous, your throat will tend to get dry, So, but I never really drink alcohol because if it doesn't happen, like shows 2 and 3 at night, sometimes it tends to get hoarse, and alcohol is not really suited for your voice when you're, trying to maintain a proper voice. Yeah. So that's the only reason why I will tend to not try to drink any alcohol before performances, but after,
yeah. Okay. After, I feel like all of us, well, maybe Rae and Jadel after, the rest of us, maybe during, are gonna try. But we're definitely gonna try the girl power cocktail that Martin J is
very nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Am I supposed to look forward to this cocktail?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
Especially I'm looking forward to you ladies for the night. This is a special drink we're prepared just for you.
Okay.
This is you look scared. You look scared.
I'm frightened because listen, I'm scared. I don't know about this alcohol.
You have work tomorrow. You have to work after the next day. You have work the next day.
Listen, you ever see me drunk?
Nah, do you know what? I'm looking forward to it, and I want to say massive thank you to you guys for joining. obviously the time difference is crazy, and obviously trying to get a date has been a bit mad, but it has been fun, and we are definitely looking forward to seeing Rae and Jadel perform, do their thing, with a little collabo exclusive. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. You ladies got to do some work. Ruth and Pon the Road, Bim Bam, we are looking forward to you hosting Girl Power. So guys, Carnival Wednesday the 24th. Make sure, Mitch, let them know the details. Let them know about the Insta page. Let them know about the mixes.
Yes, so Girl Power UK .wcw on Instagram and on Twitter. So you can follow us on there. If you hit the link in our bio, you can get the tickets, you can get your mixes, everything. So there's mixes on there by Hyper Spice. There's a mix on there by Candypop. There's one by Miss RiRi. So every week until the event, we're dropping a new mix, brand new soca mix. So you can go in there and download your mix, get you hyped up, get you ready for the event. And you can also download, get your tickets, yeah? And it's obviously Carnival Wednesday, Woman Crush Wednesday, 24th of August. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to
the first event of its kind.
First
you never seen nothing like this.
No. Mr. C.
Well, what can I say after Mitch has said? I'll say, let's just back it up. So just say,
have you got your outfit sorted? It's going to be hot,
No, I haven't got my outfit sorted, so I don't know what I'm going to wear.
Are you going to come in the mankini or what?
Nah, I don't think so. You want people to leave, innit? You want people to leave before the concert start, innit?
I wear pink. I'm coming out wearing pink.
I might come green.
Oh, I'm never be looking forward to the mankini thing. Oh.
Yeah, please, yeah.
It's a lot of effort to shave these legs.
Ruth and Bim Bam, when is your show on Bacchanal? And I feel like you need to obviously get Rae and Jadel on, have a little Bim Bam experience.
Okay, I'll go, Marsha. So our show is on Bacchanal Radio from 7 to 9 p.m. BST UK time. We are currently doing it the first Sunday of every month. But if Jadel is here and Rae is here, we can definitely do a little impromptu show for their being in London and do something to support the Women Crush Wednesday and also the Girl Power events. That can definitely happen. But otherwise, it is bacchanalradio.com, 7 to 9 p.m. each and every first Sunday of the month. We talk the tings. We are Dibby. We are Dotish. We do carnival etiquette. We talk about men that can't whine. We talk about everything right now that is winding us up. So it is a barrel of laughs. It is fun. We encourage people to join in and send their dilemmas or issues, and we will chat them without any boundaries. We can't swear, but we talk the things around the things. If you know what I mean, Hyper Spice, we get the job done.
Yes, get the job done.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
But so make sure you tune in. But also, as we are here today for Girl Power, please get your tickets 24th of August. And it is on Eventbrite. Eventbrite is an app and on the website. You should have no problem finding tickets. It's not an issue. Everyone now has got carnival events in their calendar for Eventbrite. So just go on there and search for Girl Power UK and you will find it. It is purple. Buy up your tickets. Buy one for your friend. Buy one for your man. Buy one for your pick-me. Get the sugar daddy to come to. Everybody is welcome to the event. If you bring your sugar daddy, I want to drink. Okay? That's all I'm saying about that.
I don't want to drink.
She's talking the thing, man. She's talking the thing. She's talking the thing. Yeah, she's talking the thing.
We are all inclusive. Side piece, main piece, everything. Come, bring it all. Bring it all.
Sharing.
Nice.
Yes, but not my man, please. But you can share somebody else's. That's right.
What about the sugar mamas? This Woman Crush. I want a sugar mama, you know.
Yeah.
Really?
Let me get a cougar now.
You can apply.
Let me get a cougar or something now.
I mean, is that a thing? Is there a lot of them out there? Like, I don't know. I think that's another conversation. That's another.
Yeah, I
Carnival
mean,
Slayers.
if women's got money, the last thing they want to do is cater to man. Let me just say that straight up.
That's definitely another
what he's
Carnival
doing,
Slayers
innit?
sport.
You might cater, innit? You never know.
It's the husky voice. It's the husky voice. Don't worry.
Stay there. You stay there,
I don't
Mitch.
know.
For real. And listen, if you want to catch some more vibes as well, you can catch my show on uniqueradioplus.org each and every Tuesday from 8 to 10. We do soca for the first hour and a half. Last half, we switch up the spice because we don't like to be boring. We like to give them some oregano, some black pepper, some cayenne, some curry. We like to mix up a little bit. And yeah, I'm gonna try and get Rae and Jadel. Right now, everyone's kind of doing their shows in their house and whatnot. But that Carnival week, my show's on a Tuesday, so I feel like we need to get Rae and Jadel in. We're gonna see what we can work out. We're gonna see. I will be in touch, ladies. And yes, Mr. C, Pon the Road, Ruth, Nye, Carnival Slayers, Jadel, Mitch, and Rae. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. And
I want to say thank you to all of you guys. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for let you put on this show. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Also, look out for us on the road next year. Shameless plug, Rebellion Mass. Jadel's gonna have her own section in that band. Jadel's gonna be on the road this year with Lanyap. Wearing a very, very, very nice costume, so look out for her there. I can't wait to meet Rae. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a great time.
I can't wait as well. Yes.
Big up Carnival Slayers. Big up Carnival Slayers every time. I know you're bad, Naomi. I know you're bad. Okay.
I don't know if she's still there.
Yes,
I don't know if she's. Are you still there?
She's there.
Carnival Slayers doing their thing, literally representing all over the gap. I don't even know how you do half the things you do because you're just busy. Carnival Slayers everywhere, busy. I don't know how you're doing it, but it's great stuff.
Pick up yourself.
Yes.
Huh?
What's that?
And I hear, I don't know my internet different in and out. I didn't hear what you all said just now.
Oh, we were just picking up Carnival Slayers, the platform, and doing big things.
Nice.
Representing for literally everyone on the scene right now. Yeah, looking forward to meeting everyone. And Mr. C, big up yourself.
Thank you very much, people. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes, that is it,
I will
guys.
see you, Jadel and Rae. Would like to see you soon.
Yes. Thank you guys for having us. Thank you. I cannot wait for Girl Power, and I cannot wait to meet everybody.
I can't wait.
I
can't wait to see you guys' outfits. This is a girl thing right now.
Oh yes, it's gonna be sexy.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
It's gonna be sexy.
My shoes are gonna be fire, bro.
No, remember, no wedges, yeah, heels.
I'm a heel man. I love my heels. I love my heels, yeah.
Today, actually, but I met him today. I was like, very happy. I tried it on, it fit everything. I was like, what?
Oh, amazing.
What about boot?
That's even worse. That's even worse.
I mean,
high heel boots.
Yeah,
that's it. Gone. I'm gone.
All right. I'm all good for the comfort, man. I'm all good for the comfort.
Yeah.
Massive shouts to Carnival Slayers, obviously Rebellion Mass. I Live Soca, Bacchanal Radio, Piper, Martin, everyone involved in Girl Power. Wednesday 24th. Get your tickets. Eventbrite. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be colorful. And big up everyone that's been locked on the YouTube. We see you, Blackstar. We see you, Digger, Piper. Everyone that's been locked on. And yeah, we will see you guys soon. Have a good night.
Good night.
1990.
Bye.
Bye.